On GE Patterson in South Main downtown has all your game day needs with 30 TVs. If your game is not on one of the 20 big screens, then sit in a booth with your own remote. The Vault has game day specials on pitchers, buckets of beer, and great food, which is the best thing about the Vault. This is not your normal sports bar. Chef Dirk Meitzler from On Tour and Cafe 621 has all his favorites like Chicken Newport and his new lobster enchilada. Open for lunch and dinner every day with lunch specials for $12 weekdays with a drink. The Vault on GE Patterson in South Main, your downtown place to eat, drink, and watch the game.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis, WIVG-FM Tunica Memphis, and WPG-FLP Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations. It's Johnny Radio's Happy Hour.
If you like pina colada.
On Sports 56 and 87.7 FM. This hour is brought to you by MemphisFarmers.com. Insurance coverage backed by a local agent and a brand trusted nationwide. We are farmers. MemphisFarmers.com.
Check it out right here.
Ladies and gentlemen. And now?
Now, the only man to give death a near Johnny experience. Johnny Harden.
Yo, welcome into the Friday's editions of Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. And yes, I am so fired up because this is a very special Friday. I know Ole Miss fans, my man Austin Eldridge is on the other side of the glass. Hey, Austin, did you know my man Bo Wallace is going to join me here in about 8 minutes? So I'm going to talk a little Bo Wallace, what he's been doing, what's been going on with him. There's a lot of stuff that's going down. I can't wait to break that down. Plus, you know, we always got picks at 2 o'clock with Lee Sterling. We got picks with the man, the myth, the living legend, me. And, of course, Gabe Kuhn. And I do want to say thank you for tuning in to Sports 56 96.1 and, of course, 87.7 FM as we're rocking out on 2 FM channels. And, of course, the original Gangster AM 560. But I want people out there also who are now young or old or great with their phones. Remember, get that Sports 56 mobile app. Hit us up on Periscope, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all that stuff. We are live. We are local. We are rocking. We are rolling. I got people and my buddy Cole's watching me out in Seattle. I got my friend over at, by the way, where is Clemson exactly? Like, what city? It's not Clemson, like Carolina. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is, it's not Columbia. That's, you know, I mean, I don't know. And I know never mind. Anyway, long story short, we got a lot going on, and I want to get into this right off the bat because I want to say 2 things quickly. I'm going to talk with Bo Wallace, and this is going to kind of go into some certain situations.
You know, it actually is Clemson, South Carolina.
It is Clemson?
Yeah.
See, he says that to me all the time, and I was wondering, is he being like, I live in Clemson because that's the college, or do I live in Clemson? That's what's pretty cool. So, okay, now I know. And you know what? G.I. Joe taught me, knowing is half the battle. I'm such a moron. I'm sorry. But I'm fired up to talk with Bo Wallace over at Fayette Ware. There's 4-0. He's their offensive coordinator. He's their quarterback's coach. He is their he's doing the whole offense. There's a lot of stuff going on. He joined Coach Michael Hodum, and they've got magic going on, so we'll talk about that. We'll talk a little bit about Ole Miss. We'll say rest in peace to Jevin Sneed, and then we got to talk about Brady. And I want to say something because this is driving me banana sandwiches, and I'm talking about the BBC Club. Brady is a quarterback for the University of Memphis. If you want to sit there and lie to yourself, you can. If you want to sit there and say I'm a hater, you're wrong. I am the biggest Tiger supporter there is, and I am a fan of the University of Memphis like you cannot even understand. And I'm looking at this team, and I see a quarterback. I see a wide receiver. I see a plethora of wide receivers, to be honest with you, but I see one of them that is special, super special. And then I see a whole bunch of them. I see great backs. And now you see what I was talking about yesterday about how, as much as I love Patrick Taylor, he is not a one-cut back. Put your foot in the ground and then take it to the hizzy. And we saw that with KG, did we not?
First play of the game.
Boom! Boom! Now you understand what I was trying to see.
Like
I didn't mean it in
like
a bad
they say in
way.
Memphis, it was beautiful.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful, man. But no, for real, man. It was like I love Patrick Taylor, but I was saying because of Navy, the way they over pursue, the way they don't have a whole lot of speed, I thought KG and his style of running would be perfect against that defense. It seemed to be pretty daggum effective. I will say, and again, this is going to drive me crazy. A 23-year-old man is not without. I do not like persecuting kids. I don't go after 18 and 19-year-old kids. And I know that the legal system says they are adults. But once you start getting like 22, 23, you're a kind of a grown man. And if you're in the 5th year of college and you're 23 years old and you get to come back to be 24 for your 6th year of college, you are open to basically honesty and I think realistic. It is not persecution by any means. It's called constructive criticism or just being real. And by saying that Brady White, without a question, puts a limit on the offense's ability and on their ceiling, I'm not saying that they can't be successful. I'm not saying that he can't be an effective quarterback, and I hope he's the best version of himself. But I'm trying to say he ain't going out there like Bo Wallace back in the day and throwing BBs. You know what I mean? He don't have a cannon. He's got to be cerebral, and he's got to be smart, and he's got to be quick and effective with his throws.
And people take it as a full-on shot at the kid. Look.
No.
He has his limitations, and it's very clear the way Mike Norvell calls the offense that he knows these limitations.
And
whether he's going to say it or not.
We throw expectations on everybody. Look at the kids that are playing baseball on this weekend or at the Nike tournament or Adidas tournaments in basketball. Look how much pressure is on Penny Hardaway and then with basketball. Look at the pressure maybe with my man Bo Wallace and Coach Hodem over Fayette Ware right now. What I'm trying to say is expectations are put on everywhere. Why are you people tweeting, you can't say that about a college kid? Are you a fan of this team? No, dude. It's called, like, we're just telling you, like,
reality.
The reality of the situation. I'm not going to get on here and be part of the BBC. I'm just not. Sorry. I'm going to just be honest with you. But I will tell you, I'm fired up because, one, yes, I went to the University of Memphis. And, but I will honestly tell you, too, there are many a times I went down to Sorority Row and to the Square, and I went to the Grove, and I watched Bo Wallace and many quarterbacks from Stu Patridge to all those guys. Rest in peace, Jevin Sneed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Gabe.
You know, I played against Bo.
You played against Bo?
Yeah. They
nice.
handled us. They handled us back in the day. He probably doesn't know that, but they handled us when we went down to Oxford. And I think it was ugly, like 24-3 game. Probably.
Yeah, his offense was pretty good, wasn't it?
Yeah. And our defense was decent that year, and they found a way.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Bo Wallace has also found a way. He's got a new gig. Y'all have heard me talk to Coach Hodem a few weeks, but I'm going to bring in Bo and explain a little bit more because y'all know about Fayette Ware. But Bo Wallace is the quarterback coach and the OC at Fayette Ware, who's now 4-0. Bo, welcome to the program, and how are you doing, my man?
I'm doing well. Thank you guys for having me.
Man, thank you. And I'm kind of curious because I noticed about 6 months ago there was an article that popped up, and I thought I was like drinking, which I probably was. But I was like, man, am I drinking heavily? Because it says Bo Wallace, former Ole Miss quarterback, he chose Fayette Ware, and he's going over with Coach Hodem. And I looked at Fayette Ware, and I'm like, dang, they stink.
Yep.
Why is he taking on this? This looks like a nightmare of a program. All of a sudden, 6 months later, y'all are 4-0. Y'all are scoring like it's going out of style. You have to feel extremely well. I noticed one thing that you said in that article 6 months ago that, you said Hugh Freeze was an offensive genius. So you're going to base the offense around what you learned from at Ole Miss. You're going to teach and develop the players. And you'll just be able to handle the outside pressures, et cetera, et cetera. But one of the main things that he taught you was leadership and being more vocal. Can you kind of elaborate on that and what you mean and how you, take what he taught you and extend that into your players?
Yeah, I think, that was just being a young player. Getting to Ole Miss, I wasn't as vocal. I think as the years went on, I became more vocal to where, I'm really comfortable in that role now. Having to
barking
be the leader
at the kids
for these
and
guys
everything
on offense. Yeah, I try to hold back on it a little bit, but there's a standard, and we expect them to meet it. And if you don't meet it, then you're going to hear about it. And I think if you ask any of the kids around here, they'd be proud that we've been on them the way we have.
Well, I have to also ask you, because you are somewhat a young coach, if you know what I mean by that. Do you bring just a level of excitement, maybe? Also in the fact that you can go out there and pick up that ball and kind of hose it out there and show them how to do it, maybe, or whatever. I mean, do you kind of just bring a little bit more of excitement to that offense, and because of your youth?
Yeah, I mean, that's huge. That's important. I think it's important for all the assistant coaches because the kids feed off of your energy. If you come out there and you're walking around and your body language isn't right, well, those kids have no chance to kind of feed off your energy and your body language. So that's definitely important. I think Coach Freeze actually was always on our assistants about being energized, kind of celebrating when your unit scores a touchdown, and that's kind of what we try to bring to practice here, and it makes it a lot easier to be out there for so long when you're making sure that there's energy and the kids are having fun.
Now, when I say Bo Wallace, it's kind of interesting. Brett Norsworthy, who's I'm sure you know him extremely well. He follows this program right after me. Spoke nothing but amazing words about you, part of the Ole Miss Network. Him and David Kellum, et cetera, loves you to death. But I was kind of thinking to myself, I don't know how many fans, like Brett Norsworthy is stats for a reason. Like he can be like, oh yeah, he went to Arkansas State his freshman year, and then he went to East Mississippi Community College. Then he became quarterback at Ole Miss. You know what I'm saying? Like stats is like bing bang boom. Most people don't realize that your journey took a long road, and it was not for sure. I mean, you went to, your high school team, you win a state championship your senior year, and then, you go to Arkansas State, and then you leave and you become the junior college player of the year. You set records in passing touchdowns, total offense, became the national junior college player of the year in 2012, right?
Yes, sir.
And then, of course, you transfer to Ole Miss. You play under head coach Hugh Freeze. Again, do you take? Did a lot of the kids realize that it wasn't all just, you win a state championship? Yeah, life seems great, but you had a very long, winding road before you got to SEC and found huge success under Coach Freeze.
Well, yeah, I think that's a lesson that, especially, in this community where there's not a lot, huge opportunity, a lot of places, it's gonna be a grind to get out of here. So, I think that a lot of them remember me playing on TV and think of me as that way. So I try to, explain to them, yeah, look, it was tough for me. I had to go to JUCO now. Of course they've watched Last Chance U and all that, so they kind of understand what JUCO is all about. So, I think they understand a little bit, but that's something we're always trying to instill in our kids is what it's going to take to get out of here and the hard work.
How much do you like coaching?
Oh, I love it. I mean, it's a passion, it's a calling. I miss playing ball so much, but now knowing that it's for sure over and you don't look back on it anymore, it's full steam ahead.
You look forward to those Friday night lights.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I used to not really get nervous when I played. I get nervous, I get nervous for these kids and knowing that we're ready to go, but if I didn't say I didn't have those butterflies in my stomach, I'd be lying.
That is absolutely awesome. By the way, everybody out there, if you don't know, Bo Wallace, you can you don't care if I drop your Twitter down, do you?
No, that's fine.
It's at Bo Wallace 14. Remember, he was the Ole Miss quarterback. If you didn't know, he's now the offensive coordinator at Fayette Waker. And I mean, like, I'm not going to lie to you. When you took that job 6 months ago, I thought you were on drugs. Yeah. I was like, dude, I also thought, coach, man, I was like, Michael, what are you doing, man? Why are you going out there? What is it that, like, what draw y'all to that job? How did you get out there? And how did you see the success? And how did you actually instill success and do it so fast?
Well, I think you know, I was at Giles County last year, you know, where I played, and we played Fayette Ware, and last year they came to our place. And
Would you go out there to coach with your brother?
Yeah, my brother was out there. He graduated, so I actually, you know, when they played us, I just saw a bunch of athletes and saw some linemen that can move, and just saw a lot of potential, honestly. And you know, coming in the spring, I knew that I was going to have to change their practice habits and the way they kind of go about their business. So, you know, our other coaches have done a great job of doing that. You know, we sat down and we got a plan together with you know, the whole staff, and you know, we've held these kids accountable, and you know, I think that shows. I think, you know, once you start doing the right things in your life, the stuff that's important to you, the wins and things like that, they kind of just happen.
They do,
I mean?
don't they?
Yeah, because you're practicing the right way, and
you're living right, you know.
That's right.
It's
That's
like
right.
karma, man. It's like everything starts going the right way. It's like, you know, I always tell people, man, you don't see doves hanging out with crows, man. Birds of a feather flock together. If you want to be a winner, hang out with a bunch of winners. Next thing you know, you're hanging out with a bunch of kids, and it's not that, you know, you're born a winner. You teach them, and
Right.
that's the coolest thing about it. You can take a crow and make him a dove, but you have to have somebody that actually has the intelligence, the experience, and actually cares enough to, you know, take the time to develop some young people. So this is going to be a tough question for you. Do you love teaching young kids, or do you aspire one day to go to the next level?
Oh, I think, yeah. I mean, I want to move up, and you know, that's why I work so hard to do it. Is to move up, but you know, I'm perfectly fine coaching high school football. You know,
You're having fun with it right now, aren't you?
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of fun, and you know, I kind of get my competitive fix out of it. I love the preparation. You know, that I think that's the funnest part for me, is sitting down at a desk and, you know, drawing on a whiteboard and getting a whole game plan together. I mean, that's a lot of fun for me, and you know, hopefully I can continue to do it. You know, God willing.
By the way, I got to say, Coach Hodem, you know, he's giving you a lot of props. You know, says that you're one of the most, you know, when it comes to being prepared, there's nobody, you know, unparalleled. You're very, very prepared. Your offense is always ready. How do you take what, you know, your knowledge and instill it into those young men? Because I always thought, you know, joke around with my man Gabe here, who, you know, played, you know, at Memphis, I think, 34 starts. And I joke around. Well, how many starts?
51.
Yeah, 51. I always joke around that. You know, yeah, that's a lot of starts.
Yeah.
But anyway, what I'm saying is to have 51 starts. Do you know how many practices he had to have?
Right.
Like, you practice so hard to play on Friday or on Saturday, and God willing, one day maybe a Sunday. But what I'm saying is, it's like they don't realize like how much it goes in for those, you know, 10 games, maybe just your senior year, or you know what I'm trying to say. So
Yeah.
you have to take all that information and you put it into these kids, and then you let them go out crazy on Friday night and have their fun. Is that what makes you nervous, because you know about all the time and the preparation and the practice and what you put into them, and then you have to deliver on that one night and that 2 hours?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing is, you know, and I think, you know, asking your co-host that, it's just reps. You know, you got to get those guys as many reps as possible. You know, I think if you asked him and he said, you know, by his senior year, he probably had so many reps that he could do the steps and the technique in his sleep. You know, when he was younger, I know that, especially for me, you know, it was tough. But as you get older, you just get a better feel for it. And I think in high school ball, it's the same thing with just reps. You just try to get them as many reps as possible, get as many walkthroughs in as possible. You know, I think that helps our kids out a lot. Just getting walkthroughs in every day and letting them ask as many questions as possible. You know, because I tell them all the time, like, that's their time, that I'm not going to get mad at you for any question that you have. You know, if you don't ask me and, you know, we're out there in team and we're running the script and you mess it up, you know, that's the time that, you know, we're not going to be happy with you, you know. So I think it's just reps and getting those guys reps.
It's interesting because those reps definitely turn into confidence on the field. Because like the first couple years I played at Memphis, there was definitely some butterflies rolling through me because I wasn't used to what I was going to see. I was playing some of these teams for the first time, but the more you stack those days of practice on top of each other, that preparation actually turns into confidence on the field, and it's just the most interesting thing. Just when you see players just exude confidence, you got to realize that their preparation was probably key to that.
Yeah, and that's right. And I think you look at our kids and you watch film from them last year. They're just playing so much faster because they're confident in what we're doing. They're enjoying playing in this offense, which that's something that I try to make sure that we're doing each week is try to be a little bit innovative because you keep it fresh on those kids, and those kids love coming and practicing those plays and all that. And so I think that's huge on them because, look, I mean, they're high school kids. They're at school every day, and, it's kind of repetitive for them. They're at school all day, and then they go to practice. So we just try to keep it as fresh as possible in practice.
All right, one other thing I got to go and ask you. Y'all are 4-0, right?
Right.
Who are you playing? What are your chances to move it to 5-0 for real?
We play Bolivar for their homecoming tonight. Yeah, should be a big crowd, and we're excited about it. I think our kids like the plan, and hopefully we'll go in there and execute it and, come out with a victory.
I can already tell you're a little bit fired up right now. Now, I have to always ask you this. Because you are a Ole Miss quarterback, you're an Ole Miss legend.
There's definitely a big debate earlier in the season about this.
But during this week, we've had, with Ole Miss and Memphis. I mean, not this week, but when Ole Miss and Memphis played to open up the season, there was a huge debate whether they are a rival. Do you consider Memphis a rival to Ole Miss, or is it more just for Memphis?
I think more for Memphis, honestly. Now. I don't know how smart it is to play those guys if we keep losing to them. But I wouldn't consider it a rivalry.
That does make sense. You're in the SEC, man.
That's right. I think, yeah. But I mean, shoot, you look at them the past couple of years; they've got a great program, and I mean, they're doing a great job over there.
Hey, Bo, I appreciate all the candor, and I appreciate you joining me. I wish you all the best of luck. I hope we get to do this again. Before I do let you go, though, I just wanted to say, we do rest in peace, Jevin Sneed. Anything that happens in the Ole Miss family, I'm sure it hurts everybody in the family. And I just, wanted to, convey my condolences to, all the Ole Miss fans out there, and especially a former Ole Miss quarterback, one that also, followed not too long after him.
Yeah, yes, sir. And, my thoughts are with his family and, hoping, they can find some peace. So, I appreciate you guys having me, and, we can do it again sometime.
Hey, we'll do it again. Go Fayette Ware. We wish you the best luck. I know it's homecoming for Bolivar, but, man, how fun would that be to ruin their homecoming, man? Go out there and get another W. Again, I will say, I don't know how you done it. I looked this stuff up. Y'all's offense, do you know how good y'all's offense has done lately? Y'all scored 154 points through your first 4 games of the season so far, by the way. That's 58 offensive points like last year
right.
Compared. Do y'all realize, you have come so far, it's like messing me up. Y'all were 2-8 last year. You're 4-0.
Right.
This is amazing.
It's just a testament to the kids. They bought into what we were preaching, and I hope we still have some growing to do. We're not there yet, but those kids are buying in, and once you get some buy-in, you can start making some progress. So
you sure can.
I feel like we're in a good place.
Hey, Bo, man, have a great one. Best of luck tonight, man. I can't wait to do it again, and I wish you all the best tonight. Go Fayette Ware, and we'll go Rebels, man. Take care of yourself, brother.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Thank y'all.
Thank you. That's Bo Wallace. He'll always be a quarterback in Ole Miss eyes, especially with their fans. But right now, I'm telling you, he's over there helping a lot of young kids learn how to play the position of quarterback, of wide receiver, running back, offense. He's the offensive coordinator. And again, they're doing a fabulous job. Through their first 4 games, they are undefeated. They scored a total, realistically, of 58 offensive points. They scored 23 points on defense last year. They were 2-8. This year, they have 154 points through their first 4 games. congratulations. Obviously, Bo Wallace, Coach Hodem, y'all have done something. Y'all found out. And again, I don't care what anybody says. In a sport like football, it takes 11 on offense, 11 on defense. It takes 11 on special teams, multiple special teams, and it takes everybody in practice, but it also takes everybody buying in. Everybody buying in and believing. And somehow Bo and Coach Hodem have got these kids at Fayette believing, and I wish them the best of luck over at Bolivar. That's kind of, I think, what they did over at the University of Memphis. I mean, this thing went from a toilet bowl to like literal trash to Gabe Kuhn. I don't know how y'all turned it around.
Changing a program is all about the little things and attitude change and just making sure everyone's bought in. And I think over at Fayette, that's what they've done. And it's crazy when you actually told me, statistics from where they've been in the past 5 years to where they are now. It's absolutely insane.
When he took the job, I'm not going to lie to you, I thought he was crazy.
I mean, because even at Memphis, there was at least a 2 or 3 year period where we were still struggling. They have turned that thing around in a hurry.
By the way, we are going to talk Memphis out the Frizz aim coming up next. Memphis. Talking Bo. Hit me up at 901-360-8255 on the First Bank phone lines. Also, text us at 67129. Always do it. Hit us up. We'll talk about anything. We know we love you and you love us. We got picks. We got winners. We got Lee Sturting. And yes, that was Bo Wallace. I hope y'all enjoyed that. I wish them best of luck, but I do want to remind y'all, let's get down, let's get dirty, and let's talk some football, and let's just be real about Brady White and about the chances for Memphis to go undefeated this year. On the other side, don't you dare touch that dial. Sports 56, 96.1, and of course, 87.7 FM.
Search Sports 56 on Facebook and give us a like. And follow us on Twitter at Sports 56 WHBQ.
Hey Memphis, it's Chad Gatlin with Farmers Insurance and MemphisFarmers.com, here to tell you about something really exciting. We are sponsoring hole number 3 in the South Tipton County Chamber of Commerce's annual Golf Scramble. It's Wednesday, October 2nd at 8:30 a.m. at Forest Hill Golf Course in Drummond's. And if you get a hole-in-one on number 3, you get $10,000 cash courtesy of MemphisFarmers.com. To register your 4-person team for the tournament, call 901-837-4600 or email chamber@southtipton.com.
If you need glass replaced, there's only one name you need to know: Benswinger Glass, the largest full-service glass company in the U.S. They've been an industry leader for over 125 years. For all your residential, commercial, or auto glass needs, Benswinger Glass is the name you need to know. 24-hour emergency service for all commercial customers, plus a nationwide warranty on all professionally installed glass. Visit Benswinger Glass in Midtown, located at 340 South Hollywood, across from the Liberty Bowl. Visit their website, benswingerglass.com. Benswinger Glass.
At CDW, we get that you need a network that keeps your business moving forward.
Us for not. Backwards everything do we.
Either way, CDW has experts who can design and implement a secure, innovative network built on Cisco DNA that learns and adapts to your needs to keep your business moving forward.
Idea good as that.
IT orchestration by CDW. It get who people. I mean, people who get it. Find out more at cdw.com/Cisco.
Dirt happens, as well as debris, dust, and damage. And when they happen to you, you need good, clean, fast service. You need Hilo Commercial Services. Hilo specializes in construction, commercial, food plant, and industrial cleaning with customized service just for you. Hilo is also an expert at high dusting to clean hard-to-reach places. When dirt happens, call Hilo Commercial Services, 901-277-6733, or visit HiloCommercial.com. Hilo Commercial Services, good, clean, and fast for you.
Happy anniversary.
We've only been married 2 months.
No, this is the 1-year anniversary of our first date right here at Sweetgrass.
It's been a year?
Yep. 1 year ago tonight, we had our first date here at Sweetgrass, and tomorrow is the 1-year anniversary of our second date, which was also right here at Sweetgrass.
Well, we've had a lot of special occasions here at Sweetgrass.
Pretty much all of them, and why not? There's no better place in Memphis to celebrate a special moment than here at Sweetgrass. Perfect food, perfect drinks, perfect bar.
Perfect oysters, perfect location in Cooper Young.
So, here's to another special moment at Sweetgrass.
Got something you want to get off your chest?
You better have a backup plan.
Want to join the conversation?
Someone needs to tell him he has to grow up.
Join us on the First Bank phone lines at 360-8255 or the First Bank text line at 67129. Now back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour.
Kick it over here. Kick it.
on Sports 56 and 87.7 FM. This hour is brought to you by MemphisFarmers.com. Insurance coverage backed by a local agent and a brand trusted nationwide. We are farmers. MemphisFarmers.com.
I'm your pusher man. I'm your pusher man.
First and foremost, I want to thank all of y'all for tuning in to a little Johnny Radio's Happy Hour and listening to me and Gabe chat it up. And I want to thank Bo Wallace for joining me. But I also want to thank all of y'all for texting and calling in, and those who've texted the show. Some of y'all, the best show on the radio, Johnny and Gabe, the Happy Hour. Appreciate all that stuff. Congrats to Memphis. Other people speaking on persecuting kids. The reporter who outed Carson King is no longer with the job. Y'all called it on Wednesday. Booyah to ya, Jim.
That's coming. That's coming. We got Hardwood today.
We got a little Hardwood action, baby. And then guess what? Another guy came in and said he graduated from Fayetteville in 1980. One win a season was the absolute norm. And again, that's why I thought when I saw that Bo was taking the job that he had lost his mind. And then to see again where, like, you know, Bo said he saw the kids. He saw the talent. They just needed coaching.
And also, like, when you...
And instilling confidence.
When you have a team that you invest sweat equity into, it just means that much more. When you're rebuilding and it's a project, it definitely means more to you.
Oh, and to go, like I said, from 2-8 to where they are at 4-0 right now. I mean, like I said, Bolivar is rethinking, dang, we scheduled them as our homecoming? You know they didn't think they were coming here. They thought they would be 0-4, not 4-0. They're like, dude, they've scored more points in 4 games than they did all of last season. But congratulations to Bo Wallace, and good luck to Fayetteville. But again, I want to remind y'all that it is time to talk some Tigers. We have Lee Sterling coming on at 2 o'clock. We're going to break down a lot of games. My lock of the week I'm going to give y'all. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now. If you close to a computer, a casino, anything, get there as fast as you can, because the thing is going up, 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 and it's North Texas. They're going to smack Houston down because guess what? Me and Gabe Kuhn have been talking about it all week. Do we need to go any further realistically of why I love North Texas?
I know. Honestly, if you know what's going on at Houston right now, you know that team is in a very, very, very bad spot.
Yeah. They basically, from what it seems, they have convinced their quarterback to no, just come back next year.
Give up on this season.
Give up on this season.
Come back.
Redshirt. But hey, other kids, y'all play out the season. We don't need y'all. We'll worry about y'all next year. It's all about next year. Y'all are all 1-3. Y'all stink. Man, I'm telling you right now, Dana, you lost your team, and I think they're going to lose so bad this weekend. I think that this team is going to come out on Saturday night, and they're going to lay down, and the mean green of North Texas is going to tap dance all over Houston's face.
And you look at the past with Houston, even without Dana Holgorsen, they have done things where they lay down. Look at their bowl game last year where they got absolutely blown out by Army because their coach had been fired.
Yup. They do it. This isn't. Look, I hate to be. I don't want to do that. We can even mention a certain player, but I'm not going to even do that because that's rude. You know, well, he's a pro now. I could do it. But anyway, Houston has been known for having people lay down.
I don't want to be too corny, but Houston has a problem. All right?
Yes.
Houston has a problem.
Has a problem. By the way, you know what? For some reason, when you said that like there, I wish you would have said and made a mistake and said no pun intended and did all that, or you know what I mean? Do you know have you ever heard the Reggie Miller where he does like no pun intended and then it's like and not a pun and it's obvious. Oh God, you got to look this up during the break.
I will.
It is one of the things I'm gonna have to play it during Hardwood to make everybody laugh because it proves unequivocally Reggie Miller has no idea what a pun is. And I don't know why you brought that. When you started talking, for some reason, it just made me think of him. I don't know why. Anyway, I do want to tell y'all again, North Texas, and I'm going to say this one more time. I truly believe this. And if you get them like I got them, money line action, where they just have to win way early in parlays with teams like Memphis and over 47 and Philadelphia +4, all those good things, well, then you're probably going to be dancing naked in the street. Naked in the street. Yeah. And the reason is because I'm going to tell you right now, as my man said, Houston, there is a problem, and you are being corny, and I'm being corny too, and I can't take it. But the Mean Green are coming, and I think it's not the aliens that are going to come and scare Houston. It's going to be the Houston Mean Green. But, man, it's going to be scary as aliens. Are you excited about aliens coming, or are you a little scared?
I'm scared, man, because I know, there's some very civilized alien cultures out there, and
but
I just don't want them to be
ones.
Offended by what we do here on Earth. You know what I mean?
De'Aaron King not playing.
Yeah, exactly. I bet they are so bent out of shape
I bet they're
about
upset
De'Aaron
about
King.
this.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm upset about it.
We're in a weird
ridiculous.
spot in sports, man, and that's all they pay attention to, those aliens.
I think so too. And I will tell you one thing: North Texas, a little better than people give them credit for. But they also have a team that hadn't quit on themselves. They played Cal, who is, if you haven't noticed, Cal's pretty damn good, right, Gabe?
They're the only undefeated team in the Pac-12.
I mean, which is crazy to think. But they are.
I wouldn't say they're like awesome, but they're clearly one of the better teams in the Pac-12 this year.
And guess what? They barely beat North Texas. Did you know that? Like, barely beat North Texas. Like, that was a hard-fought game. And this is a Cal team that's beat Washington. They beat Ole Miss. At Ole Miss, we all know the way that game ended. Don't need to get it all. People been out of shape.
And one of the best quarterbacks in the country that most of the listeners do not know about is Mason Fine at North Texas. He has been really good. He's a senior. He's very, very experienced, and he has it down.
Look at you. So proud of you. You knew about my man Mason. Dude, that's my
We need
dog
to have
right
this
there.
QB talk now, though?
No,
Is it about time?
I was going to say, but now it is time. I've been waiting for the texters. I've been waiting for you people to come in. I've been waiting for a couple people. I didn't see them come in, but we've been waiting. I've been talking to other sports because I was waiting for a couple people to call in. But it's time to talk about the reality of what happened last night. It is time to talk about
great win. Great
win for the
Early
University
season.
of Memphis. No,
glad you get the monkey off the back of Navy and the first American Conference game of the year.
That is true. That is true. But we also need to talk about the fact that there was a first half that had to be overcame because of serious struggles. And I mean serious struggles. Did Brady White toss 3 touchdowns in the second half? Yes. Did the Tigers rally to win the game over Navy? Heck to the yes. Was I happy about the win? Heck to the yes. But am I going to sit here and say that the fans who booed early in the game should not come back? Hell to the nizzo. Am I going to sit there and say that you can't criticize a college quarterback? I'm going to say, what world are you living in? We got a 16-year-old kid criticizing all the world leaders at the UN climate change. Seems like anybody can criticize anybody they want to, no matter what the damn age. This dude is 23 years old. Okay? Again, I don't like trashing, and I am not even trashing him. But I don't rip up college kids, no. But I also am not going to sit here and blow smoke up the keister of y'all's you-know-what because I want to tell y'all a lie. And I'm not coming here to tell you a lie. I'm going to tell you what I truly believe. I believe that this is the best team, top to bottom, though, from wide receivers and tailbacks, offensive lines. Actually, tell you the truth, you just go over to the defensive side. This is the best defense and offensive combination talent and line and linebacker and wide receivers and running back speed. There is speed all over the field when you look at Memphis. That's the one thing I notice the most when you're out at practice. There's more speed at Memphis than in any time than I believe in history almost. You go back to the days of Isaac Bruce and stuff, I ain't seen speed like that. But Memphis does have one problem. They have a ceiling. And the ceiling is, unfortunately, Brady. And that's not a bad thing. I'm just telling you, that's the reality of the situation. Why is it that people who tell you, listen, I'm happy they're 4-0. Again, this is the best team the Tigers have ever had. Top to bottom. They have only given up 63 points. Do you realize that? 63 points.
In my playing days, I would have absolutely loved this defense.
Could you imagine?
Adam Fuller?
Adam Fuller's a baller.
He's changed the trajectory of what this team can look like.
Now, can I ask you a question? Could you imagine if Adam Fuller had a quarterback like Paxton Lynch or Riley Ferguson?
Yeah, it would be pretty cool. I mean, it would be pretty cool, but that's not the reality of the situation. Now,
but this is the reality of the situation. This is Mike's guy from Arizona State. This was Mike's guy who brought him over here. He also has another year. Mike's got to be real. Mike's going to take all the love for being 4-0 and all the love for getting all these recruits. You got to also take then the criticism, Mike, for this being your biggest mistake. You bringing in this much talent and having all the faith that Brady White is going to be able to deliver. All you have to do is watch. When he rolls out to the right, he's getting chased down behind because he doesn't have the speed to run with the football. There were times he actually could have run with the ball last night, and he didn't, though. But he knows he's not fast. Then there's other times where he just takes a 3-step drop. There is a dude 15 yards off the football. And to throw a 5-yard curl, I swear, I'm telling you, I felt like I could have gone to the concession, got a soda, used the urinal, and come back, and the ball finally would have gotten to Coxie. I was like, damn, man. How long is there some wind down there that's blowing 90 miles right into him?
You're something
dude.
Else,
like, I have literally seen balls come out slower than that. I mean, it's just, I don't even know how the ball got there.
I think my biggest issue with this whole thing is people will call you crazy for saying that he limits the offense. And I don't think that's even arguable. Obviously, Mike Norvell's not going to come out and say that he limits the offense because that's not what a good coach does.
He does limit the offense, though.
But he's supposed to put confidence in his quarterback and do what he needs to play to his strengths, okay? He doesn't throw the ball downfield well, so they don't throw the ball downfield.
I loved how because
he cannot run the ball, so they don't run the ball with him.
He threw a ball in the air 40 yards in the air, and the dude runs it for a touchdown. And they're like, see, you can throw it deep. Do you not realize, like, he stopped, planted, put all his things in there, let go of the ball? This wasn't like Brett Favre or, heck, even Jeff George improvising back in the day and just letting one rip. This was a catch it, 2 steps, throw it up, planned post, caught to the house.
And this is not to say he does not have good plays. He has good plays.
He does have good
plays. He
plays.
makes good plays against bad teams, too. He has really good games.
Does that great against them. And by the way, this Navy team's not any good.
If you can tell me that this offense, what Mike Norvell calls, if you cannot tell me that game plan is limited because of the quarterback, then you're just
crazy.
Lying to yourself. You are lying to yourself.
And again, that's not what I'm here to do to you. I'm here to tell you the truth. And I'm going to tell you the truth every single time I come on air. And I might be wrong in some situations, and we can have a conversation. And if I learn that I'm wrong, then guess what? I'll say you end up right, and then y'all will show me the way. But as I stand here now, Obinna and Dustin and Scotty Dill and Manny and Dylan, they are blocking like it's going out of style. I am so tired. This is one thing I got to say.
Scapegoat.
If I hear one more time, he doesn't have any time, I'm gonna slap myself silly because I can't take it.
And you know what I'll say to those people that kill me with this? Last year they said the same thing, right? And he sort of had the same results. Yet that O-line last year is arguably one of the best in school history.
Ever in school
and I don't even know if it's arguable. They were up for the Joe Moore Award, the best O-line in the country. And we still have the same problems here. Mm-hmm. So I'm just, maybe truth serum hurts a little too much to hear for some people at times, but that's just what it is. I don't think he's a guy that's going to necessarily lose you a game.
No, but he's not going out there to win you jack. And I'm tired of hearing, he was once like the number 1 recruit in the country. Oh, he was this and that. No, look, we are allowed to sit there and say, good damn job, Mike. You know what? When Mike wants to go on TV and have people like, you know what? Did y'all know that Mike Norvell's had to replace more assistant coaches than anybody in the country except Nick Saban? And yeah, he wants to take all that. Great job with my man Adam Fuller. I think Ryan Silverfield's the real deal Holyfield. I think you've got some great players over there. The talent you have brought in, I am going to tell you, it is up to a level that we are not used to here in Memphis, except for in one position. You screwed up. And that's just the reality of it. And it's not a bad thing. It's just when you got KG, Kenny Gainwell, who, like I said, can put his foot in the ground and take it 99 yards to the house, a Patrick Taylor who's going to come back healthy, who can run between the tackles, when you got one of the best wide receivers, and we just had Anthony Miller leave there. I don't care what anybody says. Coxie can do everything. He is huge. He is fast. He's got huge hands. He's got huge everything. From what I hear, he can do it all, baby. So get him the damn ball and let him do his thing.
And then you have a tight end in Joey Magnifico.
And Sean Dykes,
awesome.
and they don't ever get the damn ball.
You have a guy in Antonio Gibson who has shown just a ridiculous amount of ability through his first 3 games.
Gibson, I love him. I thought Kadarian Jones was good.
He's a solid player.
That's what I'm saying. There's plenty of people, but it's all about one thing. Getting the ball out of this one person's hand, and that's what I'm trying to say. And if y'all can't see that this is the best defense, from Bryce Huff to Austin Hall to JoJo to O'Brien Goodson to everybody in the grandmother. I mean, TJ Carter, he's a good senior cornerback. Made a couple of mistakes last night, I did have to say. Got caught sneaking, peeking in, drifting away from his guy, and got burned on the back end a couple times.
But those second half adjustments by Adam
did.
Fuller
That was
were
beautiful. That was beautiful. They came out in the second half with a different defense.
The first half, I want people to realize that Malcolm Perry, the quarterback for Navy, threw the quarterback at the University of Memphis.
I was going to say that for next, but yeah, I wanted to tell you all that.
That's a ridiculous statistic.
That's
not normal.
I want all you people who are lucky that are not driving your car. If you're at home, I'm taking a quick break to pay some few bills. Remember, always go to Chad Gatlin and MemphisFarmers.com. That's Chad Gatlin, MemphisFarmers.com. That's my man. You'll love him. Home, auto, life, business, whatever you need. Insurance, he's got you covered. Chad Gatlin, we are farmers. Dun, 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 dun. But hit me up, and I want you to look at what Gabe said. During this break, literally, a triple option quarterback had better stats than our man Brady in the first half. So, yes, he did overcome in the second half. Yes, Brady did throw 3 second-half touchdown passes. Yes, the Tigers rallied. But why did they have to rally? That's my question. Hit me up. You know what? Oh, big kahuna, John. I'm starting off the segment with you. Sorry about leaving you on hold. You're the first thing I come to on the other side of Sports 56, 96.1, and, of course, 87.7 FM.
Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy get you through the midday with Sports 56 Middays. Delivered by FedEx. Weekdays from 10 till 1 on Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7.
For the best lineup of quality, fuel-efficient, and fun-to-drive vehicles, get to Wolf Chase Honda and Wolf Chase Nissan. Over 1,000 new certified and pre-owned vehicles in one great location. Catch the savings now during our huge model year-end sales event. Score an amazing deal at Wolf Chase Honda and Wolf Chase Nissan and get to the game in style at Germantown Road and Highway 64. Family-owned since 1981.
It's car buying time now during Wolf Chase Nissan's Summer Savings Event. More cars, better offers, and bigger savings than ever before. Model year-end savings on every new 2019 Nissan in stock. Financing as low as 0% up to 60 months on select models for qualified buyers with approved credit through NMAC. Hurry in for exciting summer savings. And remember, if your car says Wolf Chase Nissan, you got the best deal. WolfChaseNissan.com.
Family Leisure has the world's biggest spa sale going on now. Over 50 spas in stock and ready to sell. $8,000 spas now just $44.99. 4-person spas starting at $24.99. Swim spas from $89.99. Huge discounts on all spas. Get the lowest prices of the year with special financing available. It's the world's biggest spa sale happening now at Family Leisure. Whitten Road at I-40, where family and fun come together.
Hi, this is Troy Five Ash, owner of Five Ash Roofing. As most of you know, I don't have a history of bragging or boasting that Five Ash Roofing is the best roofer in the Memphis area, but did you know we are the only diamond level roofing professional in the area? We are one of very few local roofing companies that have been in business for 20 years. We've never had a justified claim against us. We are locally owned and family operated. Our labor warranties are for the life of the shingles. We're experts in insurance claim. We do residential and commercial work. We are the official roofer of the University of Memphis Athletic Department and a proud member of the Tigers home team. We support local youth sports and St. Jude's. We have worked with churches and veteran services to help those in need by providing services at a deep discount or even for free. We are currently working with Young Life to give them a free roof on the historic log cabin in Germantown. Five Ash Roofing. Fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
Upgrade your commute with Audible. Get 100% ad-free listening anytime, anywhere with the Audible app. Be inspired by Mel Robbins' Take Control of Your Life, Malcolm Gladwell's Talking to Strangers, and Rachel Hollis's Girl Stop Apologizing. Or listen to Stephen King's latest thriller, The Institute, on your commute. Use the app to hear an amazing story or learn something new, and let Audible give you the edge. Start a free 30-day Audible trial today, and your first audiobook is on us. Visit audible.com.
Ever wanted to speak another language? Babbel can get you confidently speaking Spanish, French, or German within weeks.
I just started learning Spanish with Babbel, and it's really helping my pronunciation.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas? Haha, I got it! I wish I had tried Babbel sooner.
See why Babbel is the quick way to get conversational in a new language. Go to Babbel.com or download the app and try it for free. That's Babbel, BABBEL.com to try for free.
Now back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. On Sports 56 and 87.7 FM. This hour is brought to you by MemphisFarmers.com. Insurance coverage backed by a local agent and a brand trusted nationwide. We are farmers. MemphisFarmers.com.
Well, show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. Show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. For if we don't find the next whiskey bar, I tell you we must die. I tell you we must die.
I tell you. Man, I tell you, thank you very much. I had somebody who doesn't tweet very much, but they said, you know, I don't tweet very much, but thank you, Johnny. I don't tweet, but I had to say thank you. Spot on Brady White. Preach, baby! Thank you, Miss Johnson. I appreciate you very, very much. Kind woman. Super smart woman, too. By the way, all the other people who are shouting out, yes, you're much appreciated, and thank you very much to Bo Wallace. Yes, he did join me early, for those who are asking. Did Bo Wallace join you early? Yes, Bo Wallace. You can also, of course, if you have the podcast or the app and stuff, you can go back and listen to that stuff later on. But yes, Bo Wallace is coaching at Fayette Ware. They're 4-0. They're playing tonight to go to 5-0, except for guess what? It is a homecoming. They're playing a team which I think Bolivar's thinking to themselves, maybe we shouldn't have scheduled them for home team since they've scored only like 154 points in the first 4 games. And last year they only scored 81 combined, and like 26 of them were from the defense. But anyway, point is, it's time to talk to all you wonderful, beautiful people and tell you all these beautiful, wonderful things. But before I do, the big kahuna, John's called in at the First Bank phone lines. John, how's life?
Good evening to the dynamic duo of sports talk, John Harding and Gabe Kuhn of Johnny Radio's Happy Hour, baby. It can't get no better than this. Bringing in the weekend right. Remember, folks, Brady is no Tom. He's very limited. Now, I looked at the game last night. The only way that game turned is when the defense rose to the occasion and they hurt the quarterback. Once he hurt his shoulder, his ribs or whatever, he was limited. It wasn't all, and then the second half adjustment with the penetration. Defense won that ball game last night. But University of Memphis' downfall is going to be is you cannot depend on the big play. The first 2 plays, when the man run 100 yards, and the other guy run another one back. Imagine if that had not happened. University of Memphis would have a big loss this morning. I mean, right now, it'd been a loss.
Mm-hmm.
My thing of it is, Brady is not a good quarterback. He's limited. What they need to do is they need to make some adjustments, go more run-oriented. And I'm disappointed that I didn't hear Mr. McNivico's name hollered all night long. I was
Me too.
listening for it.
I was
couldn't
too.
understand it. This team is a decent team. We don't have the best quarterback leader, but what you have to do is realize his limitations and play around that. We need to be more run-oriented as opposed to these big plays and all this throwing the ball and all that, because Brady is no Tom.
And him being in the
he's just
shotgun
not.
so much is also kind of a little bit ridiculous. But go right ahead. I'm sorry, John.
And did you see the sideline play when the man was wide open? He threw the ball 15 yards over the man's head. I said, man, it don't make any sense. What kind of quarterback do we have at the University of Memphis? And I was trying, and John, I need you to help me out here. I was remembering when they first got Brady, and then they had another guy. I think the other guy was in competition for the quarterback. And I think Brady ended up winning it. The other guy, I think he transferred elsewhere.
David Moore and then Brady McBride, two years straight.
Absolutely. Now, would you love to have David Moore or maybe McBride as opposed to Brady? See, my thing of it is,
I just
John,
actually want him to actually
really
go
know.
shoot higher. I just feel that, Mike thought because he was the number one quarterback way back when. Look, he had great wide receivers, came out of a great system out of high school, wasn't the college guy you thought of, and it just depresses me that, this is the most talented team Memphis has ever had. And what I'm freaked out about is because, Paxton and Gabe Kuhn and Riley Ferguson, they were held back by the defense. And now we got the greatest defense, and we got running backs and wide receivers galore and great line, and the line's being a scapegoat, and it's the quarterback that we don't have. So it's just a frustrating thing, I think, John.
our quarterback has no foot speed, no arm strength. He's atrocious. But hopefully the coaches will make the necessary adjustments to limit his play, because if they don't, we are going to lose. And remember, folks, one good thing about this radio station is always number one in my heart and in my mind. The number one station for sports talk is 56 WHB. Woo! Have a good one.
That's my guy, John. Gotta say, I love him. Thomas, I'll talk to you. Actually, Thomas. This is gonna break my heart. Thomas, can you call me back at about 2:20? If you did, that would be so cool, because I know that's my man Thomas Bates, and I love taking his phone calls. But Lee Sterling is coming up next, 2 o'clock to 2:15. We're breaking down games, and hopefully at 2:20, I'm talking to Thomas Bates. Whatever y'all do, though, don't you dare touch that dial. It's about to get sticky icky with the picky, baby. Don't touch it! Sports 56, 96.1, and of course, 87.7 FM. I Buy Houses, 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. I Buy Houses. I Buy Houses will buy a house in any area, in any condition, and yes, it's guaranteed to close in 5 days. If you need to sell your home quickly, call 901-406-1101. If you've been through a divorce, if you lost your job, if you're tired of renters, I Buy Houses can get you your money quickly. I Buy Houses will buy your home in Shelby County, DeSoto County, Memphis, Bartlett, South Haven, Horn Lake, Olive Branch, anywhere and everywhere in between, in any condition. And yes, they're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I Buy Houses, 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Grab that pen, 901-406-1101. I Buy Houses.
Hey, you doing, people? And if it's a Chevy you're looking for, any new Chevy, Olive Branch is where you need to go. New 2020 Silverados and Blazers are at All-Star Chevrolet, ready for you to drive today. Traverse, Equinox, Impala, best new All-Star Chevy lineup ever. And most have 0 for 72 financing. So give these Chevys a test run. Roll the windows down. Enjoy the weather. Crank the music up. Pretend like the car is going to be yours, because it is going to be yours. And best of all Star has the ABCs. A, the All-Star Challenge. Take any written offer from any Mid-South auto dealer to All-Star Chevrolet, and you can get a better deal, new or pre-owned, or they buy you a tank of gas. B, best buying experience, period. No wasting your time. They make it easy. And C, customer care. You're all in. Loaner cars, free oil changes. It's the All-Star family, and they're going to treat you like that. It's not South Haven, not the Pike, not Collierville. It's got to be Olive Branch. Find new roads to All-Star Chevrolet or go to allstarautogroup.com.
You're in charge of hiring, and Indeed has solutions, like online skills tests, which let a candidate show that they're the right hire. We'll also have a dolphin chatter excitedly in front of the perfect candidate. Okay, there's no dolphin. But skills tests, that's a for sure.
See why independent research by Silk Road shows Indeed delivers 3 times more hires than any other job site. Visit Indeed.com/promo today and get a free sponsored job upgrade on your first posting. Terms, conditions, and exclusions apply.
I almost never go to Central Barbecue without running into somebody I know.
That could be because you only eat at Central Barbecue.
It's because Central Barbecue is where Memphians go to get barbecue and has consistently been voted the most popular barbecue restaurant among locals.
Actually, that's really saying something.
I know. Memphis is the nation's capital of barbecue. With all the choices, people who live here go to Central Barbecue.
They do get their share of tourists.
Sure, because Central Barbecue has been mentioned on TV and in tons of national publications. You know why?
Because of the great food?
Because those TV shows and magazines look for the place where the locals go, and that, my friend, is Central Barbecue.
I love fall. The landscape is so beautiful at Town Village Audubon Park. Nestled in the heart of East Memphis, located corner of Park and Cherry, is a beautiful residential neighborhood. Looking for a great place to retire, but you still have a very active lifestyle? Then visit Town Village. Only requirements that you're 55 plus. Prices per month starting at $2,300. Gourmet Chef Drew invites you to visit our restaurant and bistro. Package includes 3 complimentary meals per day, maid service, free local transportation, daily check-in, monthly coffee club, themed dinner parties, lots of fun. Visit us and call Daniel at Town Village Audubon Park at 901-374-7342. There's no place like home. Town Village Audubon Park.
Hi, folks. Rob Walker, Infiniti of Memphis, and we've got a new Infiniti crossover vehicle that has raised the standard of comparison to a new level. Imagine having both sports car performance and eco-friendly efficiency on demand, working together to empower every driving experience. The result of 20 years of engineering, QX50's award-winning variable compression turbo engine is the world's only engine of its kind. Like 2 engines in one, it delivers a combination of power and efficiency that is truly in a category all its own, and only Infiniti has it. You'll never sacrifice performance for the sake of efficiency again. And the new QX50 offers more horsepower than its Audi, Lexus, and Mercedes competitors. Add to that QX50's award-winning sumptuous interior, and you have the best combination of performance and comfort in the mid-size crossover segment.
Infiniti of Memphis, and online at infinityofmemphis.com.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis, WIVG-FM Tunica Memphis, and WPG-FLP Memphis, Flynn Broadcasting Stations. It's Johnny Radio's Happy Hour.
If you like pina coladas.
On Sports 56 and 87.7 FM.
Check it out right here.
Ladies and gentlemen. And now?
Now, a man that eats meat so rare, he only eats unicorns. Johnny Harden.
What is up? Welcome back into a little Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. And yes, I am fired up. You know why? Because it is time for Lee Sterling. Who is Lee Sterling? Oh, he's only a man who's knocked both of his 45s out of the park. He's got a 50 up this week. He's ready to rock. He's ready to fire. In fact, I can basically say he's already in fuego. My man Lee Sterling, he don't play no games. He's the real deal Holyfield. And let me tell you a little secret. What you need to do is make sure whatever you do, you don't touch the dial. For the next 15 minutes, we are breaking down Ohio State, Nebraska. We got South Carolina, Kentucky. We got Auburn and Mississippi State, Atlanta and Tennessee in the National Football League, Dallas and New Orleans. And then we got a game of the week. If you're one of the first 10 callers, you're going to be hit. You're going to get that absolutely free. And then I'm going to tell you again, Lee has hit 245 stars out of the park. They were so easy, it's not even funny. And he's releasing, I hope he doesn't get mad for me saying this, he's releasing his college game of the year. So if you ever thought about jumping on board, it's time not to jump on board. It's time to dive into deadgum deep in, if you know what I'm saying. Lee Sterling, welcome to the program. How are you doing?
I'm going to have to use your segue. Time not to jump on board, to dive in.
Thank you, Lee.
I love it.
Thank you. Well, dude, I love the winning, Lee.
Yeah, and every year I get a lot of calls like early or mid-December. Can I bail them out? And that's not the time to come on board.
Nope.
It's when we're rolling. And I do well in the college bowls. But now is the time. There's still some games. They don't have any idea about some of these teams. I mean, when I gave out the Oregon Ducks, everyone thought, oh, they lost the first game.
I thought you were
against
crazy. I'm not
Auburn.
going to lie to you. Me and Gabe actually were worried about that one, and I was very upset that I didn't put what I normally would put on a 45-star of your play. And don't worry, I did the second time. But
Okay,
yes,
all right.
I mean, you hit it so easily,
So
but I
Oregon
couldn't
wins
believe it.
77-6. And then the next game, people are thinking, Stanford, they're good. They're not good this year. They're going to end up with a losing record. They might lose this weekend to Oregon State. They went into Central Florida. It was 38-7 at half. It should have been 55-7. I found another game where the line's off by 3 touchdowns. I'm going to send you the email with the game. As soon as the game starts on Saturday, feel free to tweet it out. And we're going to nail it. We're 39-14 documented, and it's on my website. You can go to ParamountSports.com where it says recent results. Every game I've given out the last 5 years is there. And with 39-14 on these 40 to 50 unit plays, this isn't a 40 or 45. This is a 50 unit play. They can get it. Just go to ParamountSports.com, buy it individually. You can join us for not October, we call it Locktober, or for the rest of the season, ParamountSports.com.
I love it, Lee. I love it. I love it. You got me so fired
And I
up.
know you loved last night, too.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Did you have Memphis on the
yes.
second half?
Oh my gosh, I did, and I was,
Okay.
I was.
I know you. I know you.
Yes, you know me, but I was honestly was like, you know what? If it wasn't Lee, I wouldn't do this. But man, I was like, thank goodness. And then Brady throws 3 touchdowns, and it was a walk in the park, and I was like, wow, he was right on as normal. Now I got to ask you about some of the ones that you give away with that are free, and we just talk about Ohio State and Nebraska. Now, Justin Fields, holy bejeebies! Can you believe that you had Jake Fromm? You had Justin Fields, and you had my homie out at Washington, Jacob Eason, all at Georgia at one time. Kirby Smart, tell me this guy ain't recruiting players like it's going out of style. But Justin Field is perfect for Ryan Day's offense. Are they going to destroy Nebraska?
Well, if you buy Ohio State right now, do you buy a stock high or when it's low?
You usually buy it when it's low, hopefully.
Right. Well, here's the deal. It's never going to be higher with Ohio State. They're
Probably
averaging 53 points per game. Justin Fields has been involved in 19 touchdowns this year in 4 games. But they haven't beaten anyone. And they're really good. They're better than Nebraska. But games at Nebraska, all of a sudden their defensive line is beaten up. They have 1 starter who's going to miss the game. 2 other starters, game-time decision. I think they will play, but they're not 100%. Remember, the defensive line not only stops the run, they get after the passer. It's the most important 4 guys on defense, not the linebackers. It's the defensive line. So is Ohio State going to score in Nebraska? Of course. But the reason Nebraska hasn't played well this year is they keep turning the ball over, 11 turnovers in 4 games. They got guys that can score. Adrian Martinez, running and throwing, he can score on any play. Maurice Washington, take it to the house any play. They got 2 receivers that are really good and a tight end, Jack Stoll, that's going to play in the NFL for probably a decade. Last year, Ohio State won 36-31. It's going to be more high-scoring this year. All Nebraska needs to do, they need to play like Auburn did in their game last week against Texas A&M. Try a reverse or something. Get the crowd into it and look out. Ohio State wins 45-38, but Nebraska covers the 17.
I like that. And by the way, the winner for me, it's the one who cashes the ticket, baby. South Carolina and Kentucky. This, honestly, is sad. Kentucky, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. There's not too many times I feel sorry for a football team, but what Stoops was able to pull off, and then the way their hearts were ripped out against Florida, they have not been able to get off the mat since then. Can they get off the mat? Luckily, though, they're playing a team that let's just be honestly, like the fact that they're the Gamecocks, that might be like the nicest thing I can say about them.
Well, here's the deal. This should be called the battle of the backup quarterbacks. I mean, week 5, and then if Kentucky loses their quarterback in this game, they might play the Wildcat 75% of the snaps. So that in trouble quarterback. I like Kalinsky a lot for South Carolina. I think he's going to end up being
he's
really
going to be the
good
real deal
quarterback for him. Yeah, I think he is the real deal. True freshman. So Kentucky, they don't have a whole lot of talent, but they play hard. South Carolina, more talented, but they're an underachiever. South Carolina's got to be more balanced on offense. They got to cut down on their turnovers, 9 in 4 games. How about this? Last week, Kentucky was +1 in turnover ratio, and they still lost by 15 points. Is this Will Muschamp's last hurrah? Is he on his way out? Not yet. Maybe at the end of the season, but I think they're going to play well the next couple weeks. Give me South Carolina, 27-20.
I like it. Gamecocks drop in the boys in blue. Now, Auburn, the most confusing team in the country. I mean, their defense is dope. Their offense, though, is, let's just say, complexly hard to, get a first down and throw a forward pass and run the ball and do all the things that you would think a team ranked as high as they are and also a Gus offense would be able to do. But, damn, this Auburn defense is legit. Mississippi State, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm just going to listen because I have no idea what the hell Joe Moorhead's doing.
Well, I think Auburn is one of the few teams that could play a team like Ohio State or play in Oklahoma and slow them down because they get guys that can get off blocks. The Mississippi State team, I don't like them as a favorite, and I went against them a couple weeks ago with Kansas State. They were up against it. Kansas State was ready for them. It was a revenge game from the week before. But now Mississippi State, they're the hunter. Auburn, they're great as a dog. I mean, play them against Oregon. I played them last week against Texas A&M. They pulled out all stops, reverses. They had all kinds of trick plays. But now they're going to play it close to the vest because they have Florida up next week. I don't want to lay double digits with a quarterback like Bo Nix that's only completing 54% of his passes. And Mississippi State, they got a running back, Kylan Hill. He's number 3 in the nation rushing here. I think they keep it tight. Auburn wins 27-20, but Hail State covers.
I like that, and I think I'm 100% with you. I don't know what the hell Joe Moorhead's doing, but I don't know what Gus is doing. Other thing is, I just know this is going to be, I think, a defensive battle. I know it's 46 in college football. That looks lower than Cooter Brown. I'm actually leaning for that under as well.
I think Mississippi State's the better way to go.
Okay. I'm glad you told me that.
Low total, you got a punt return or a punt block. You know, a cheap touchdown one way or the other can take you over a total.
That's true. I love that, though. But writing at 10 points with State. Now, the other thing, we got to get to this thing called the National Football League. Boy, that was easy with the over last night. But now, what about this Atlanta-Tennessee thing? All right, Atlanta's a 4-point favorite. They are confusing as can be, but Tennessee's confusing to me as well. Who's the real man? Marcus Mariota, will you please stand up? Who do you like in this game? Tennessee at home as a 4-point dog, or do you like the Falcons on the road?
They're just not protecting Marcus Mariota well enough. And, when he can't push the ball down the field, it's hard. I mean, Henry had that long screen pass touchdown in week 1, but since then, they're just not getting it done. You got to get chunk plays, and Atlanta has the propensity to get more chunk plays, and also they play much better at home here. It's in the Dome. Neither team's going anywhere, but I like Atlanta here. They win and cover 35-24.
Ooh, I think you're right there. Tennessee fans, Julio Jones is a monster. Now, Dallas, this is the real deal Holyfield, right? Look how good they're playing. Dak Prescott's on fire. Zeke's doing his thing. Their offensive line's healthy. Collins has got his money. Well, they're eventually going to have to give Dak his. That defense is nasty as can be. And they're playing a New Orleans team that has Teddy Bridgewater. But why do I feel like this is a setup, Lee?
I don't know if it's a setup. I think the reason that they're favored here is people look at the New Orleans game, they'll say, oh, okay, they won by, they some kind of fluky plays, special teams, or a return from the defense. But here's Dallas's problem. They haven't played anyone. They played the Giants, Washington, which might be the second worst team in the NFL, and we know Miami's the worst team maybe in the last 50 years. So I just can't back Dallas, which I think is a top 3 team in the NFC, but I think the Rams and New Orleans are better. I think Teddy Bridgewater, they're going to take the training wheels off here. I think he's going to get it done. And remember, last year Dallas won 13-10 in Jerry's World, and they dominated. I mean, they were in control of that game. They held New Orleans to 179 total yards. I think the wrong team's favorite. I love the Saints here as a home dog. Last 7 times as a home dog, they are 6-1. Wrong team's favorite. New Orleans 23-20.
Oh, I love it, especially in the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. You know, Sunday night it's going to be rocking and rolling down in New Orleans. I think I'm 100% with you. I love it. Now, you want to get the college game of the year. All you have to do is call 800-400-9741. Go to Paramount Sports. Lee, you also have a game of the week with Houston and Carolina that you're giving what absolutely free to our first 10 callers.
Yeah, what a great game this is. They want to get Houston and Carolina. Big game for both teams. Just call 800-400-9741. And like I said, don't wait until December. I can't really help you then if you're in a big hole. Now is the time. If you've ever considered coming on board, this is the week. I don't never say that again this year. This is the week I want you to come on board because I have my perfect 50-unit selection. All you need to do is go to ParamountSports.com, purchase the game individually, or you can get my month package. It's not October here. It's Locktober. 5 weeks of action, $397. It's all available. ParamountSports.com.
Dude, Lee, I love doing this every single Friday. I appreciate your time. I know you're a busy man. Get to it. First 10, 800-400-9741. Get the game of the week absolutely free. And don't forget, it is not time to just dive in. It is time to literally jump both feet, cannonball into the deep end. He's got the 50-star college game of the year. And like I said, he's in Fuego. Paramount Sports, 800-400-9741. Lee, I'll talk to you next Friday, and I'm ready to kick some tail this weekend.
Let's do it, Johnny.
Have a great one, brother. That's my man, Lee Sterling. Check him out. He is absolutely on fire right now, and I mean literally on fire. I've been having some fun with that, man. I ain't gonna lie. I like it when people are hitting like that. Woo! Now, we have been hitting, me and Gabe Kuhn. We are, like I would also like to say, are little Firebug Juniors. We're little fire starters or whatever. Did you ever see that show? What show was he? He's like, I'm going to start Small Crop Fire and them. No, I can't finish that statement. But you know what I'm talking about?
Is this from the 90s?
If you don't know about starting a small crop fire and never mind.
This happens like 3 times a day.
67129. In fact, if you can finish this statement, I'm going to start a small crop fire in your what?
Oh, I've heard that. I've heard the expression, but what's that from?
Oh, but you also have to tell me what it's from, too, because I know I heard it from a movie. So if you can answer both of those, you want to go Ocean Blue action on somebody? You got to hit us up. We can give $25 to the best, the brightest, the most beautiful seafood bar. That's Ocean Blue, 6600 Stage. Oh, let me tell you something. Happy hour 3 to 6. You say Johnny Radio said you can go to 8. They're going to go 2 extra hours. $3 Fireball, $5 Jameson, $4 tequila. And again, the best seafood on planet Earth. It's Ocean Blue out in Bartlett. You're going to absolutely love it. Tell them that Johnny sent you. Now, listen, we'll be back, here in just a minute. But before I do take a little break, I was hoping Thomas Bates. I know that you're a busy man, Thomas. You called in. I had to talk to my man, Lee. Hit me up. If you want to talk Tigers, let me know. Now, a couple people are saying, Brady White only went 14 of 18 for 196 yards. These people are smoking something. I agree. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, or ma'am, or whoever you are. And the person who's coming in here and saying, Johnny, are you just a blank moron, or you don't know your head from your you-know-what? Brady's one of our best players. Again, no offense. Did you watch the game? The first half at all? Like, hold up. You got a pimp. Oh, my God, I feel like I'm going to fall over. Thomas is called in. Thank goodness, because you're about to have me have a coronary over here. Thomas.
Hey, John, what's going on?
Man, dude, I'm doing really good. I'm trying to be honest to these people, and I got a lot of people saying nice things, thanking me for being honest, saying, like Adam Fuller's a bad mamma jamma on defense. This defense is the real deal. They got Damani Coxey out there, the biggest, baddest wide receiver we had in a while. Man, did you see KG last night stick his foot in the ground and then take off?
I've been waiting for him to break out, and he did it last night. And hopefully it will continue with Pop Williams out.
Yep, I agree. But now I want to know something, Thomas. Tell me what you called for, because I know you always got a great take.
Okay, now let's go back a little bit in time, like last year. Norvell had a 3-star and another 3-star with two other 3-star quarterbacks in the last 20 months that have transferred out of the University of Memphis. We talking about David Moore, Brady Davis, and as recently Brady McBride. And I don't know. And they tell me that Connie Dell has a pretty good arm, but he's not very accurate. So if White gets hurt, we might be in a little bit of trouble.
You ain't lying.
And I tell you one other thing. During the course of a season, the way it's going right now with Memphis, I was looking at real-time RPI earlier today. And they just like some other publications, got Memphis going undefeated the rest of the way. Now I don't know. Now I know during the course of a Cinderella season in sports, you got to have a game like last night. Because our game Memphis 373 to 301. The time possession was 38-39 to 21-12. They had 20 first down. Memphis had on the 12, and Memphis still won the football game.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes a little stroke of luck if you're going to have a magical season for something like that to happen. And that might have been what happened last night.
I hear what you're saying, but I want to also pose this for you. And here's what I'm trying to say is, Gibson had to bust out. KG had to use it. And what I'm trying to say, from what I've been saying from the beginning, this is the most speed I have seen on a Tiger field in a long time, offense and defense. They also have both sides of the big uglies. The line actually is looking really good. I am sick and tired of the offensive line being a scapegoat for this team. They've got great backs. They got great wide receivers. And I'm not saying Brady is a horrible quarterback, but I'm just saying he is the ceiling of this team because the things around him are actually better than what he should be playing with.
There's one other Achilles heel that Memphis has, John, that nobody never talks about. That's Riley Patterson, too.
You know what? I do see what you are saying. I am always one, though. Kickers, damn, I hate putting a whole lot on them, especially early, especially when I see so much talent on a team. And let's just be honest.
He struggles. They should be scoring touchdowns before they have to kick field goals.
He does struggle.
Right.
But I also look at this schedule, and you look at the American this year, and man, Temple looks pretty tough. Tulane looks pretty tough. Tulsa looks a little down. SMU looks tough. Houston's on its way down. South Florida, and Cincinnati looks pretty tough. This is going to be a tough stretch coming up where we got to play real deal Holyfield. It looks like we finally have the defense to win it all. And then I look back there and say, how in the heck did we have quarterback like you for a while? And now we have every single position I look like, and we got somebody that can actually play, and we got speed all over the field. But the one thing that is holding us back, and let's just be real and honest, is Mike Norvell's guy, Brady White, the guy he brought in from Arizona State.
My thing, John, what does he really just – because you lost 3 quarterbacks that could have very well been you never know if any one of them would have emerged ahead of Brady White. You really didn't give him an opportunity. And I was really disappointed when Brady McBride left because I thought that kid was going to be the future quarterback at the University of Memphis.
Man, I have to say, Thomas, I just love talking with you. If I didn't have to pay some bills, I'd be rapping with you some more, man. Be good out there, Mr. Bates.
Hey, John, I need some press credentials, too.
I love you, Thomas. That's my dog.
Before we go to this break, I have some really, really interesting things to break down about Brady White's recruiting class.
All right.
He was ranked ahead, and I have some names here. He was ranked ahead of Jake Browning, Drew Lock, Brett Rippon, Kyle Shermer, Brian Lewerke, David Sills, Tyler Helinski, Ben Hicks, There are so many names when you
mean,
go up
Washington
and down
State,
this.
Michigan State. I mean, you go through and through. It's like quarterbacks from all over the joint.
I think it's crazy, where we are with recruiting. I think we should just go ahead and cancel recruiting ranking.
Yeah, y'all aren't very good if y'all had him ranked over that. But anyway, whatever y'all do, don't you dare touch that dial. We'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, and I always want to remind you that there's one place that you go to, and it's not CFB Hourglass, my dirty little pleasure. It's MemphisFarmers.com when it's time to get your insurance on. That's right, auto, home, life, business, whatever you need. Think about it. You don't want to leave your family in debt? Call up. Don't even have to call them up, man. I say it all the time. MemphisFarmers.com. Everybody has a smartphone. Everybody has a computer. A lot of people don't like to talk to people really anymore until they know what's going down. Get your free quote. It doesn't cost you a dead gum thing. But Chad Gatlin, he is your guy. Check him out right now at MemphisFarmers.com. Whatever you do, we'll be back. Sports 56, 96.1, and we're coming back with Hardwood on 87.7 FM.
Take Sports 56 with you on your phone or tablet. Download our official Sports 56 app today.
There's a new commissary in town in Collierville. Germantown Commissary is doubling. Yeah, they're still going to have the old Germantown Commissary by the tracks, but now there's a huge new Germantown Commissary in Collierville at Poplar and Houston Levy Road. It's huge, too. There's a drive-through. There's plenty of parking, no telephone pole to get in your way, a cool patio. It's right by the track, so the tradition continues. And this is a tradition that's been around forever. That commissary is famous for hickory-smoked, slow-cooked Memphis-style barbecue. They've got a private party room at the new one in Collierville. Self-catering still continues. Party packs for $5.95. Basically, the great ribs, the great pulled shoulder, the great deviled eggs. Everything is there in Collierville and Germantown now. So there is now a Germantown and Collierville style of barbecue. It's called Germantown Commissary.
Get your gun, Nelly, and saddle up Penelope. It's Western Trading Days at Sunrise Buick GMC. Old-time trading prices on over 700 new Buicks and GMC trucks, and the Sunrise Used Car Corral has over 500 in stock. Ranch managers have been told to cut prices to the bone, and remember, you can bring your car to Sunrise Service no matter where you bought it. If you're a good person with bad credit, SunriseMemphis.com will help you put one of your brand on these little fillies. Free hot dogs and Cokes at the Chuck Wagon. Western Trading Days going on now at all 3 Sunrise locations. We make it fun to buy a car again.
If you need glass replaced, there's only one name you need to know: Benswanger Glass, the largest full-service glass company in the U.S. They've been an industry leader for over 125 years. For all your residential, commercial, or auto glass needs, Benswanger Glass is the name you need to know. 24-hour emergency service for all commercial customers, plus a nationwide warranty on all professionally installed glass. Visit Benswanger Glass in Midtown, located at 340 South Hollywood, across from the Liberty Bowl. Visit their website, benswangerglass.com. Benswanger Glass.
You'll see the dedication in every single step. You'll see it in the smiles, when smiles are hard to get. You'll see it in the little things that add up to success. The caring and passion are the things that we love best.
Wolf Chase Limb Brace is your Mid-South provider for orthotics and prosthetics. They are an ABC-accredited facility, and their practitioners are ABC certified. At Wolf Chase Limb Brace, their services include artificial limbs, legs and arms, braces of all kinds, and custom molded inserts. You can call them today at 901-507-7821 for their location on Highway 64 in between Germantown Parkway and Appling Road, or visit them at their new location in Jackson, Tennessee. That number is 731-660-5900, or visit them on the web at wolfchaselemmonbrace.com.
Wolf Chase Limb and Brace.
Upgrade your commute with Audible. Get 100% ad-free listening anytime, anywhere with the Audible app. Be inspired by Mel Robbins' Take Control of Your Life, Malcolm Gladwell's Talking to Strangers, and Rachel Hollis's Girl Stop Apologizing. Or listen to Stephen King's latest thriller, The Institute, on your commute. Use the app to hear an amazing story or learn something new, and let Audible give you the edge. Start a free 30-day Audible trial today, and your first audiobook is on us. Visit audible.com.
In today's evolving workplace, XMC understands the process of getting office work done has moved from the desktop to your pocket. The new Xerox multifunctional printers and ConnectKey app technology are game changers. Are you working with confidential information? Does it need to be secure from unwanted threats? Do you need to translate documents to another language? Xerox's App Gallery provides solutions like secure printing and easy translator technology. XMC is the second largest exclusive Xerox agent in the U.S. with 9 locations to serve you. We've been in business for over 25 years and have received top awards from Xerox. In changing our world one experience at a time, our team's committed to doing what's right for your business. XMC is proud to be your leader in document and print management, and it'd be our pleasure to serve you. Contact XMC today at 888-814-3114 or visit our website at xmcinc.com. XMC, excellence in office solutions.
Got something you want to get off your chest?
You better have a backup plan.
Want to join the conversation?
Someone needs to tell him he has to grow up.
Join us on the First Bank phone lines at 360-8255 or the First Bank text line at 67129. Now, back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. Let's go! On Sports 56 and 87.7 FM. Here's your host, John Harden.
Many a hand has scaled the grand old face of the plateau. Some belong to strangers and some to folks you know. Holy ghosts and talk show hosts are planted in the sand to beautify the foothills, shake the many hands. There's nothing on the top but a bucket and a mop and an illustrated book about birds. You see a lot up there, but don't be scared. Who needs Jackson when you got words?
What is up? Welcome back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. I am your sports mixologist, John
This guy
Harden.
got Twitter fingers over
I'm
there.
over here tweeting and talking and doing everything because I was a little bit frustrated because of just, like, I cannot believe. Listen, I am a Memphis fan. Like, I realistically thought people went out there and saw the same things that I did.
I thought all the people saying if you were booing, you shouldn't come back. Well,
And if you were
booing,
come back.
and you shouldn't come back, there won't be anybody in the stands.
But I mean, like, people that I love and I respect, they're like, I was visiting with Magnifico's and Brady's parents last night. You should have been there. I could basically call you an a-hole. Blah 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 blah. Brady, he can't run, but his arm is fine. He reads and gives what the defensive gives him. That is BS. Have you ever done a film breakdown? Because I know I have. And he ain't taking what the defense is giving him. Did you see it?
I sure do a film breakdown every week with 247 Sports. Make sure you
Sure
check it out. I'm
does.
going to plug it right now.
Yeah, plug it.
247 Sports. Film breakdown every single
Every
week
week.
with Christian Fowler.
Hey, go look at it.
And I'll tell you right now, it hasn't been great, man. Nothing downfield. It's just how it's been. But anyways, I think we've about exhausted
I'm
this conversation, haven't we?
I just, again, I love people. And again, like Sean Dykes. I mean, this guy gets 400 yards thrown to him as a true freshman. He hadn't had 400 yards since he's been playing with Brady. I mean, I'm not trying to kill a kid. And again, like some people saying, oh, hey, be careful, be careful what you're asking for. No, what I'm saying is Mike Norvell makes tons of money. He gets paid to recruit, and he did a damn good job because I look across that field, and I've never seen as much speed, ever.
Can I leave it at this, too? People always point to his decision-making. Did you watch the game last night?
Yeah. Did you
watch
they're
it at all?
texting him right now. They're saying, did you not see all those great decisions?
Did you watch it at all? He had there was 3 separate occasions where he could have tucked the ball and ran.
Mm-hmm.
Now, again, I get that they have won games. He has had a winning record at Memphis. He's done his thing as far as statistics and winning ball games goes. But if you don't think he's a limiting factor, you're lying to yourself.
That's just a fact. By the way, Gabe, if you don't remember, he played at the University of Memphis. Offensive line, played for some good quarterbacks in Paxton Lynch and Riley Ferguson. And again, I have watched football my whole life, played the position. Not saying I'm even close to it. I'm just saying when I go out there with my lion eyes, if that's what y'all are calling them today, I see, and what I saw last night was Gibson take off. KG put his foot in the ground. I saw players make plays, and I saw that defense in the second half kick. Oh, my gosh, so much butt.
I saw Memphis's skill players on offense were just better than Navy's skill players on defense.
And there was just more
Navy
speed.
could not stick in there long enough to stay in that game.
Memphis had better players and a heck of a lot more speed, by the way. But now it is time to talk about some fun things, and I will tell you, it is time to have a great – I just want y'all to know, it's Friday. We are going to be in the best damn mood. And another reason to be in a good mood, Memphis is still 4-0. They've beaten Ole Miss, and they beat that University of South Alabama, and would they play Southern? and they beat Navy last night on Thursday on national television, and people quit complaining. I thought the stadium looked great. I was there. I'm never going to expect it to be full all the way to the rim, but damn, there were a lot of people, and Tiger Lane was dope as all get out. So great job, Memphis. Great showing. The only bad thing about the uniforms I was so excited for is, up from the press box, it was so hard to tell the damn numbers. Do you know how hard that was for me?
It's too dark. Like you couldn't distinguish.
I was like, was that Gibson running or is that who's running? Who's running? But anyway, it was a great win, so be very happy. And yes, Memphis did win. They have a huge game in a couple weeks against Temple, but they have Louisiana Monroe in between. Don't overlook them, but get ready. Temple's the real deal Holyfield in October, so it's coming. Now, I got to get to funny stories. And there's a lot of funny stuff going on in the world. One, well, I shouldn't even say that, but I don't want to. I'll actually let Gabe start because I don't want to be rude. Gabe, you go ahead and tell your story about this guy we kind of predicted on Wednesday.
This is Access Hard and
Oh! How did I forget my sexy song?
You didn't. I remembered it for you. But guess what? Guess what happened today? The Des Moines Register, Aaron Calvin, he is the guy who exposed Carson King, the guy who put his Venmo on College Game Day and ended up accumulating over $1.1 million, which he then donated to the Children's Hospital of Iowa City. Now, Aaron Calvin exposed these tweets, and the Des Moines Register said today he is no longer employed at their newspaper. And this is something I saw coming as soon as he did it. And I still have to go back to the decision to leak these. Why did you think this would be a good thing for your career? I still don't understand. I will never get that decision making.
This is the perfect segue. Hit that guy again. We talked about it. If you live in a glass house, don't throw stones, homie. No, I live in a glass house. I'm throwing stones. I ain't Brady White. But guess what? This is what I do for a living. But I will tell you, if you talk about decision-making, we can talk about Lonzo Ball. And we can always talk about one thing. LeVar Ball has been making his decisions his entire life. Now, did LeVar get him to the NBA? Maybe you could say that. Or it was Lonzo's talents. I don't know. But all I know is now, guess what's going on? LeVar is persona non grata. Do you know what that means, by the way? That means get the bleep out of here in a very nice way. Because Pelicans said he's damaged goods. Pelicans also said he's not welcome in their arena. Oh, yeah. Lonzo came out and said, my dad's always been taking my whole life. It's nothing different to me.
No what cracked me up, though, over all things that Lonzo said about his pops this past week. He said, it's all love, though.
This is where I was about to say. This is where I was going.
Hey, do I say that about my father? No. Of course. I love my father, you know?
But this is where I was going to say, this is where it's so funny. My dad's always been taking my whole life. It's nothing to do for me. It's always been for him. I think what makes it easier, it's that I'm controlling everything now. You really can't tell me what to do. This is my life, my career. I'm making all the decisions now. But it's all love.
Like, I'm just saying, all right, with my dad, I don't think I'd ever be in a situation where I, trash him and then I'm like, it's all love. It's all love.
Yo. I just want you to know.
Pops, I just want you to know, Pops.
Can't stand you, homie, but guess what? It's all love. Hey, Gabe, I hope you know I just think you're the worst producer I've ever had in my life, but it's all love, bro.
It's all love.
Okay? Now, I hope everybody knows I don't think that, okay? I also don't want to get thrown up and twisted into a pretzel. But no, that just doesn't make any sense to me. it's like some people and their decision making. I'm just like, whoa. Speaking of decision making, we're about to tell you the decisions that we are going to make on all the wonderful games, because we are going to get to an extended pick'em segment. So we're going to end Hardwood a little bit earlier, but I do have to say a couple weird things at the very end of Hardwood. Without my wonderful sponsors, 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Call my buddy Bill at I Buy Houses, and you can call him now because I saw him last night.
You know what? With
he was
Bill,
at a Tiger game partying.
With Bill, it's all love.
Yeah,
it's
always
all
love with
love.
Bill. Yeah, Bill's awesome, man. 901-406-1101. You call Bill at I Buy Houses. Bing, bang, boom. Just sold your house. But I had to say this, which is so weird. And I don't know if you'll even know who I'm talking about. In fact, I know you don't know who I'm talking about. But, dude, have you ever seen The Karate Kid? You have? Okay.
Of course.
Do you know Tommy and the Karate Kid at all?
That's not the main guy, obviously, right?
Okay, well, anyway, Rob Garrison, the Karate Kid actor, is dead at 59. He's the dude that was like secondary. You know, he's the one who's like, what's the main character that's fighting him? Get him, Johnny! Like his mate, like, you know what I'm saying? Like his claim to fame was, I think, was like, get him, Johnny! You know, Tommy.
Was he the opponent? Was he the opponent?
He's the one that was like the second best on that dude's like team.
Oh, okay.
Not
so
the blonde.
but the brown-haired one.
The brown.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, the secondary, like
Okay.
you know, his sidekick. Well, man, unfortunately, the sidekick in Karate Kid, he's gone, man. Rest in peace, brother. I hope you enjoyed life. I'm sure you did have a pretty good life, I would hope. But the sad thing is, I found out man, this dude's been dealing with kidney and liver issues, and he is finally gone. And I hate to say this, but bro, if you're dealing with kidney and liver issues, I'm sure the last few months were probably horrible. So rest in peace, my man. But that just takes me back. Did you ever watch the original Karate Kid?
Yes.
All right. Do you do the crane kick? You know what the crane kick is, right? Oh, there he is. He's doing the crane kick. There we go. I don't know even what that is. Like, and if it would ever even work. But I don't know why. Like, every kid when I was growing up, we all loved that crane kick. I don't know what it was.
I used to love, like,
I was
back
a
in the day when they
crane
had
kick specialist.
remember when they had the really, really bad special effects and like they would kick from across the room and they'd like fly in a straight line. That used to always get me, man.
I just love, by the way, I love all great things, and this is last but not least, and one great thing happened last night. Please tell me y'all saw the video of the Packers and Eagles not game, which was very sad. 2 people were carted off, man. I don't know if y'all know this, but
good news, Avonte Maddox was one of those guys, and he has been moving. I have not gotten...
On Williams?
Yeah, I have not gotten a report on.
I've heard that he's moving on extremities, though, so that's good news too. So, yeah, sad news about that. But also, did you know that there was a brawl in the stands? Now,
I saw it.
It
earlier.
is so bad. Oh yeah, I showed it to you, didn't I, bro? This is like, how in the world do you get so drunk, or like, how do you go to an event and get so mad at anybody to where it turns into this?
I don't know, because just to be real, some of these people at the Tiger game last night were pretty angry too. There's some anger. There's some anger that comes with sports in general, but not that much anger. That was a different level.
I think I'm really good at diffusing it. Maybe these people, they didn't diffuse it. They escalated that thing into where, like, women are getting all beat up and stuff and knocked to the ground. And just so you know, that ain't cool, people. Don't go to the games and fight. And it is fun to wear your gear and talk smack to each other. But don't take it to a level to where you're, like, bringing in each other's mother or you're fighting at the end.
You can't come back from that.
No.
I mean, that's an issue. And also, how did no one get arrested in that entire fight?
Until the best part. The person that got arrested was actually escorted out the stadium, and when they were letting him out of the handcuffs, turned around and started cussing at the police officers, so they ended up arresting him.
Disorderly conduct, man. Chill out. But I always wonder, like, what the exact argument that started the fight. Like,
dude, like what? Aaron Rodgers.
Y'all pick the ball. I don't understand what could have escalated to that point.
Something bad, though. That's all I know. But you know what I do know? We got picks on the other side, and all we do is win, 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 no matter what, just like MemphisFarmers.com. But we'll be back on Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7 FM.
Sports 56 now has 2 FM homes. You can now find real sports talk on 96.1 as well as 87.7 on your FM dial.
Frontier Western Store's world-famous boot showroom is waiting for you. With aisles and aisles of boots in one easy spot, you will find your next favorite pair at Frontier. Everyone loves Ariat boots, and Frontier has over 1,000 pair in that brand alone. Come grab a pair of rugged work boots like the Workhog, or discover an everyday classic in Ariat's Rambler. Tons of other brands as well: Rocky, Dan Post, Red Wing, Durango, Justin, Twisted X, and many more. Frontier constantly restocks and refreshes their lineup of boots, so you're certain to walk out of the store happy in your new comfortable footwear. They have a wide assortment of sizes available for men, women, and children. Work, dress, or play, Frontier's knowledgeable staff will cheerfully help you find the perfect fit. It's boots galore at Frontier Western Store, 5880 Goodman Road, Olive Branch, or on the web at frontierwesternstore.com. Family owned and operated, you know it, since 1967.
Hi, this is Troy Five Ash, owner of Five Ash Roofing. It's an exciting time to be a Memphis Tiger fan, and we at Five Ash Roofing have decided to share our excitement. We are proud members of the Tigers home team, which means we sponsor the Tigers athletic department, and we're also season ticket holders to both the football and basketball programs. We will be giving away 2 and sometimes 4 tickets to most of the games this coming year. To have a chance at winning the tickets, find our Facebook page, like, and share our post. The more you share, the more chances you have to win. We also want to give away some tickets to those who wouldn't otherwise get a chance to go. So you can go to MemphisRoofer.com or 5ash.com and send us a note why you or someone you know should get the tickets. And as always, Five Ash Roofing is fair, honest, and ethical. We're experts in all forms of roofing for both residential and commercial buildings. Five Ash Roofing, 367-0050 or MemphisRoofer.com.
Five Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
At CDW, we get that you need a network that keeps your business moving forward.
Us for not. Backwards everything, do we?
Either way, CDW has experts who can design and implement a secure, innovative network built on Cisco DNA that learns and adapts to your needs to keep your business moving forward.
Idea good as that.
IT orchestration by CDW. It get who people. People who get it. Find out more at cdw.com/Cisco.
Come to Holly Chevrolet in Marion and get end of summer deals. Right now, save over $8,500 off MSRP on the strongest, most advanced Silverado ever. The all-new 2019 Chevy Silverado Crew Cab LT All-Star. All 2018s must go. Get a 2018 Malibu for as low as $22,995. Stop by today and check out Holly's large selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs ready for you to enjoy. And at Holly Chevrolet, it's a no-pressure, no-hassle environment. As a matter of fact, there's no Badgers and never pay a dock fee. Find new roads at Exit 14 off I-55 in Marion, just 15 minutes from downtown Memphis. HollyChevrolet.com.
2019 Chevy Silverado Crew Cab LT All-Star stock number N3558. 2018 Chevy Malibu stock number N3377. All discounts, rebates, and incentives are included and applied. Must qualify finance with GM Financial and have a 99 or newer GM product. Prices do not include tax, tags, title, or registration. Take delivery by 9/30/19. See dealer for details.
If you're going on vacation, making a college campus visit, or if business takes you out of town, there's just no better place to board your dog than Barks and Recreation, 965 Reddick Cove between Bud Davis Cadillac and the Blue Plate Cafe in East Memphis. Boarding, daycare, grooming, we have the best of everything at Barks. Indoor-outdoor kennels so your family member can go in and out as they please. Indoor and outdoor play areas. 4 walks a day. Group play and individual attention from the best staff in the Mid-South, which includes an overnight staff to ensure the safety and comfort of your pet 24 hours a day. All reasons to choose Barks and Recreation above all other boarding and daycare facilities. BarksDaycare.com or 509-0909. Check us out and make your reservations now at BarksDaycare.com. If your dog could speak, he'd say Barks.
For
Football is here.
You said that at the beginning of the last Central Barbecue ad.
That's because it's important. Central Barbecue goes with a lot of things. Any season, any sport. But football has tailgating, and tailgating means having to feed a lot of people, and maybe you don't feel like you want to make barbecue for all those people.
Maybe you know you can't make better barbecue than Central Barbecue.
Exactly. Central Barbecue is here to make your life easier. Call ahead or order online and pick up all the food you need for a great day of tailgating.
I believe it's called bulk ordering.
It is called bulk ordering, and it's the future of tailgating.
Central Barbecue, always just a little ahead of the curve.
Quit coming up with great taglines.
Now, back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour.
Kick it over here. Kick it.
On Sports 56 and 87.7 FM. Here's your host, John Harden.
Gold and shackles, ball and chain. Listen to the whistle of the evening train. You know you bound to wind up dead. You don't head back to Tennessee jet. Rich man step on
my pole head. Guess what? I got good news and bad news, though. Good news, y'all listen to Johnny's Radio's Happy Hour, and it is Friday. And that means we giving picks, baby. But guess what? My favorite pick of the day, my quote lock, I can't give out because guess what? I just found out. Do you know who my lock is the same as Lee's? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you did know that?
Well, I mean, it seems pretty obvious this week. I thought you already gave it out, though.
No. I haven't given out my lock, I don't think.
Earlier in the show.
Oh, don't say that. I didn't even know I said that. Ooh, if I did, that's bad. I
could have sworn you did.
I didn't mean it because I just called during the break to find Lee.
Are you talking about the mean green?
Don't say it!
Oh, no, you already gave that out. It's all good. If they've been here, they heard that one already.
Oh, I didn't tell him that Lee sent it to me just now. Didn't make me feel better.
You had it already, right?
Oh, no, I didn't. I just got it from him.
Oh, God.
Yeah. No, that was my pick. That's why I was saying I wasn't going to give my pick.
I am confused and lost a little bit, but you know what?
Here we are. By the way, you don't know what we're talking about because this is very confusing. You're in the Twilight Zone. You're listening to Sports 56, 96.1, and of course 87.7. And this is Gabe Kuhn and John Harden, and this is Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. It is our pick segment, and yes, it is time to talk about the National Football League and college football. And we have started college football really dang good. Tigers got a very big win. I am very proud. They are 4-0. They're first in the American Athletic Conference in the West. I wish them the best. Keep it going. They dropped Ole Miss 15-10. Then they took care of Navy 35-23. But again, this is the only thing I'm going to tell you. Thank you, Gibson. Thank you, KG. Thank you, all that speed. But let me tell you a little secret. When it was 20-14, or when it was, 22-7, I was freaking out, bro. There was a point last night, I know that you were freaking out, bro. You were like, have you ever seen where the dude eats snozberries? The snozberries taste like snozberries. Yep. That's how I was freaking out, man. That's how bad I was freaking out for a minute. Whew.
Yeah. The problem was it just seemed like Memphis was playing directly into Navy's hands for that whole first half. And then they broke apart. They figured it out. Thank goodness. Thank God for Adam Fuller. That's all I'm going to say.
I'll tell you one thing. Malcolm Perry, I don't know where it was, but for a minute he was throwing passes like he was dead gum Michael Vick.
That one into the corner of the end zone was beautiful.
Man, I was like, where the hell did Malcolm Perry come from? Yeah, I didn't know he could throw. And I don't think anybody in the secondary thought he could throw either because they weren't covering anybody. But anyway, enough of this. The Tigers got a huge win, and that's what we wanted to mention. Congratulations. We also got a win with the over in Philadelphia. Told you to take Philadelphia yesterday. Bing, a bang, a boom. And Gabe Kuhn, congratulations to you, who also took Philadelphia, not just money line, but to win, what was it?
Win by 7 to 10 points.
Ooh,
plus 1,000. A whole 1,000.
Oh, dog, that interception.
You know I was running around the house.
That dog, that interception felt so good right there at the end zone.
My girlfriend was sleeping, and it was not pretty.
Shut up, you loser.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know how that goes. I've heard that many times. But this weekend, before we jump back to college, I do want to mention that there are some great games on Sunday. You got undefeateds like the Patriots and the Bills. Both teams are 3-0. Yes, you heard me say that. Bills Mafia, 3-0. Yes, that is not a joke. Josh Allen's been good, dude.
So what are we doing, a pick each here?
I was going to say we're doing a pick each, and I'm going to tell you my NFL pick, and then you tell me your NFL pick. I actually have 2 NFL picks, but I'm just going to give you one. I might give you 2, who knows? But I will tell you, first and foremost, I'm going very simple, and I'm going to tell you this. It is about as easy as what I call pie. Now, if you get it now, or if you got it yesterday, you'd be very lucky, because yesterday I got it minus 210 money line, and I got it minus 3.5. I bought the half, and I got it minus 3. It has gone to minus 4, and now it is also money line gone to, I think, 250. Ooh, 225. So it's not too bad. Not too bad. Minus 225. I'm talking about the Texans. That's right. Deshaun Watson, D-Dub. They're playing the Carolina Panthers.
Man, you're going to take my... I'm right there with you then. I'm right there with you. I have the 3.5 points. They're going to Houston. I don't understand this line.
I love it.
Besides the fact that Kyle Allen played well in his first game under center with the Panthers, but he's playing the Cardinals.
They beat the Cardinals on the road.
Texans defensively are good. Offensively, Deshaun Watson is one of the best quarterbacks in the league at this moment. So I don't see any way they don't cover this 3.5.
And by the way, might I ask, did anybody paying attention to the way the Texans came back on the road and beat the Chargers? Deshaun Watson was a machine. That dude is if you haven't paid any attention to Deshaun Watson lately, he's pretty damn good. Now, he threw 3 touchdown passes in the National Football League and was really awesome. And guess what? He threw 351 yards. So I think D-Dub smokes Allen. And I think Carolina gets I think this is the easiest.
I think this is the most
week.
Carolina friendly. Like, they're trying to be very friendly and say that the Panthers are okay. I really don't believe it. Okay, he had one game against the Cardinals, who are one of the most lowly teams in the NFL.
Period. So we really had the same NFL pick.
Yeah, we did. And my other pick for college football, I have Duke +3 against Virginia Tech. I know they're at Virginia Tech, but Duke. You know, David Cutcliffe, I think they have it going on.
Dude, hold up. That ain't a bad one, man. But you know what I'm going to do to the people right now? I'm going to give them a little something to do on a Friday night. California's playing Arizona State. Arizona State, can we be real? Can we just be real with people with Arizona State? Arizona State ain't no good, man. So we're taking Cal. Cal's defense, real deal Holyfield. It's a 4-point line. So we're going to get greedy. We don't even want to worry about that because you can get Cal. For some reason, they're only minus 75. Why not just lay 75? Take them just to win the game. I think they drop Arizona. Probably like Memphis and Ole Miss. I can see it be like 15-10. This is going to be a defensive matchup.
The reason that line's so small is because the Pac-12 is cannibalistic sometimes.
Yeah, it is. I know what you mean.
But I like Cal. I like Cal this year. I think defensively they look nice.
Now, get ready to party. I hope you hit up Inside One. I hope you hit up Lee. I hope you hit up me. I hope you hit Johnny_radio on Twitter. I hope you hit up at G_Coon71. And where's you and your brother's picks at? Tell us.
At TKT_podcast. Be wise with those. We pick 3 random games, though.
Check them out, though, man. People, do me a favor. Get out there and make this world a better place. Enjoy that Tiger victory all week long, all week strong. Congratulations to the boy in blue. And guess what? I love you all. Get out there and make the world a better place. See you on the flip side. Peace!
If you've always thought, hey, I'd look pretty good in a Lexus, well, guess what? Lexus thinks so, too. Lexus is offering you the Golden Opportunity Sales Event. Great offers on all 2019 models and special lease options. Drive in luxury and confidence, knowing that every new Lexus comes with complimentary first and second maintenance services. Stop by Lexus of Memphis, 2600 Ridgeway, and put yourself in the driver's seat of an all-new 2019 flagship LS500. Hey, you look pretty good there. Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event at Lexus of Memphis. Experience amazing.
Hi, folks. Rob Walker, Infiniti of Memphis, and we've got a new Infiniti crossover vehicle that has raised the standard of comparison to a new level. Imagine